Yeah, I want to talk about the emotional side of learning, the motivation, the confidence, the resilience. How do you believing in themselves or not believing in themselves affect children learn and try new things in school?
It makes such a huge difference. I mean, like, I think about yourself. Like, if you really don't want to do something or really don't think that you can do something, you're probably not going to give it 100%. You're going to give it just enough effort to say that you tried or show that you tried, I guess.
Yeah.
So for a child, we have to remember that they're still learning like what the world is like and what people are like and what's going on and everything. There is a natural curiosity there. And if we can foster that and encourage that that natural curiosity is fantastic, you should feel confident to explore and do and see and sing and dance and all the things, they're going to want to do it. Whereas if we kind of shut that down, a lot of parents telling their kids to be quiet or they're asking too many questions or those kinds of things, like we can kind of break that natural curiosity and that natural, like, curious spirit in a way that can affect their drive to learn.
Yeah, and I like that you brought up, like, we have to nurture it, like, you have to be willing to engage with whatever is going on in their brain, and, like, if they wanna ask 100 why questions and you can answer 100 why questions, you might find it annoying as a parent or an educator, but you're allowing that kid to start thinking, and the wheels are starting to turn, and so they won't just stop at one simple answer, and they'll be able to question things going on in their life, and I think that's a really important skill to have, and knowing that.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think too, I never want to tell a parent like you have to answer 100 why questions, otherwise you're, hurting your child's development. But I think there's a thoughtful way to maybe say, let's answer that later because we need to get in the car or because we're at church or because, whatever. We need to not be talking right now or mommy needs a break right now.
Yeah.
Responding in a way of, "That's a fantastic question. Why don't we go grab your book about farm animals and see if you can find the answer?" And that's a great way for you to still foster it and, like, also step back and maybe break the chain of
Yeah.
whys as opposed to just being like, "Nah, nah."
Yeah, I love that. I use, when I work with my kids and I work in a special education setting, so it's a little different, but we use a parking lot model, like, "Oh, I love that idea. Let's park it in a spot and we'll save it for later." And then at the end of the day, I'm like, "Oh, let's pick 3 questions from our parking lot," and then we can
I
go
love
through it.
that.
Yeah, and so, like, you're letting the kids know, like, "Hey, I hear you. I really wanna get to this. Let's do it when we have time. That way I can really give you my attention." And kids are like, "Ooh, yay. Okay, perfect."
Absolutely, because I never want someone to feel like they're expected to answer 1,000 questions, like, you don't want there to be a guilt associated with it if you don't do it, but we
Yes.
also wanna acknowledge that, like, we have to be thoughtful in the way that we respond so that they still are excited about it.